Today is a great day. I finally have the AMD Radeon RX 6900xt. I have waited so long for this card to exist and then to finally get my hands on one. And I actually got it for less than MSRP with a lot of luck. Now, if you think about it, I actually got really lucky and I got this card for less than MSRP through an amazing turn of events with the whole mining scene. Now, a few months ago, I picked up a Radeon 7 for about $740, and I sold it for $1,600 and bought this thing for $1,600. So if you think about it, I only paid $700 something for this thing, which is incredible. And if you think about it even longer, if you bought a Radeon 7 like 2 years ago and you want a free upgrade like right now, this is the way to do it. Granted, it's not going to be as good at mining as your Radeon 7, but screw mining. It's a waste of time. Get back to gaming. So because this is so special to me, I wanted to give you guys the full unboxing experience. And I actually have a new camera angle that I've been dying to try out. So I have admit to opening up a little bit and taking a peek at it, but I didn't actually take it out all the way. So let's go ahead and get right into it. So immediately when you open it, you're greeted with the red lid and it says, "Welcome to the red team." Now this is obviously a jab at Nvidia for being team green, but hey, at least they're capitalizing on it. And it says, "You've joined a select community with an uncompromising passion for premium gaming. That shared desire is at the heart of everything we do. It's why we've engineered the fastest AMD Radeon RX graphics card ever to deliver a powerful gaming experience. Have fun. Hashtag AMD Red Team." So then you have some packaging here that pretty much matches the lid of the box. Obviously a picture of the stock cooler here. And it says uncompromised 4K gaming along with AMD Fidelity FX optimized, 16 gigabytes of memory, and PCI 4.0. Then when you take it out, it has a QR code for your manual probably. And then there's a little keycap in here with the R for Radeon. Then they have this really nice tapered edged box. Very good packaging. It looks like less than it actually is, which is kind of neat. And then the graphics card itself, it doesn't actually come in any anti-static. It comes wrapped in what appears to be a mousepad-like material, along with a kind of a paper tab around the outside. Oh, this is a heavy card. Set the box to the side. So there you have your 6900xt. Just go ahead and slide off the sleeve here. And then unravel the mouse pad like thingy. It's kind of an odd shaped mouse pad if you really think about it, but it's not like you couldn't game with this. It just has a little bit of an awkward cut out of it at the bottom. It's also kind of a weird edge on there. It seems pretty cheap, but it's a nice touch that they wrap the graphics card in that piece of styrofoam. And then there it is. Now, this is a pretty heavy card. 3 fans. I'm a little upset because one of my R's is slightly off. But I guess we'll have to deal with it. Gonna have to R-mate for that. PCI slot protector. This card has a ton of capacitors on the back of the GPU die. Like, holy crap. And there it is. Absolutely gorgeous. It doesn't even look real. Like, it looks so, like, cartoonish and fake. But it's a really good looking card. So like I said, I've been waiting for this card to exist for a really long time. And I feel like this is going to be the card that I use for the foreseeable future because it's just something that clicks with me mentally. Now, you might just call me a fanboy, a shill, whatever, but it's just, it fits with my mind. I've been with an AMD card for so long that it feels weird not to have one. And for the past year, I've been using a 2080 Ti, which is a good card. It's just that card, it's an EVGA card. I had to RMA it, And then from that point forward, the fan was making noise, and I was never really happy about it. So now I am pleased. So let's go ahead and just fire up a game real quick, because, you know, why not? Now I'm going to commit the ultimate sacrilege by hooking it up to an Intel 10850K. Not because I don't have an AMD CPU, I just don't have an AMD motherboard out here for shooting with currently. But we did get a 5950X, so we're going to be trying that out with the adjustable bar and rage mode. But for right now, let's just fire up some games and just see how it does. This card just sitting here idling, it does seem to have the fans on. It might be because it has no drivers right now, but the fans are silent. Like, all I hear is the Intel fans struggling to keep that thing cool. I guess this video is for this thing, so I might as well pull it into frame. All right, let's fire up a game. Thinking the good old Cyberpunk. It might be buggy as hell, but at least it looks good. Ooh, this thing's got a lot of coil whine. Holy crap. This thing is pretty loud. Wow. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but it's got a decent coil whine to it. I'm not too offended by coil whine. A lot of people get really angry if their graphics card has coil whine. I think it's like when you put a big exhaust or a nice loud exhaust on your car, it's like, dang, that thing is powerful. I wonder how bad this thing is with ray tracing on, because I think they added ray tracing support for AMD cards on Cyberpunk, so let's see what it does. Did it turn ray tracing on? It is! Wow. Ooh. 1080p maxed is not the most frames I've ever seen in a game, but it's kind of playable. Yeah, I would say that's playable. 40-ish FPS. It doesn't feel like, it's not stuttery. Like, if it had frame time inconsistencies where it was stuttery, this would be a lot less smooth, and I would say it's not playable, but it seems to be really good at holding above 40 FPS, so like no dips. You know, my 3080 definitely gets more FPS with ray tracing on, but I think AMD cards have a little bit to go before they are in the same league. Go ahead and bump down the ray tracing to not ultra. There we go. Ooh, that was a pretty heavy stutter there. Yeah, I think this is about where I would play it. I wouldn't go too crazy with the ray tracing settings, but it definitely is holding its own. It's got some pretty loud coil whine, but like I said, I don't really care about coil whine. Like, it doesn't bother me. I think it's like a term of endearment. I think sometime in the future, we're probably going to get to a point where if you have a coil whining graphics card, you're just going to be like, yeah, man, it's really loud. It's pretty awesome, isn't it? Let's go ahead and turn off ray tracing. I'm pretty sure that will greatly increase frame rates. We're playing at a lock 60. That's interesting. I wonder if it's if there's a frame limiter. No, there we go. Now we're talking. Really uncapped this thing. I was kind of surprised when it was locked at 60 there. I thought something was wrong, but it's just full screen. 140 FPS in Cyberpunk at 1080p. That's actually pretty crazy. I'm not really used to seeing FPS that high in Cyberpunk. It's not actually that loud compared to some of my other cards, but for it to be performing this good and on an Intel CPU of all things, I talk so much crap about Intel. But I really look forward to getting this thing in my system, getting that 5950X in my system, and then showing you guys just how good those two parts work together. And if you want to see that, get subscribed. Leave a comment on maybe something you want to see out of these two parts. Hit that like button because it really helps out interaction with the channel, and I always look forward to interaction. Every time I get a notification on my phone, it brightens up my day a little bit. So, hit me up on the Discord. Like always, guys, have a great day.